Hello, everyone.
We're live.
Yeah, we're live. Hello.
It's 7 p.m.
7 p.m. It is 7 p.m. Hi.
Hey.
Greetings and salutations. How are you?
Yes, salute.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Let's do it.
Oh boy, this is as I just said. This is our second show, but you said it's our third show, so we're gonna.
It is technically the third full podcast of any kind that we have done together.
Yeah.
It is, I want to say, the 6th or 7th collaboration.
Right, that we've done. So at least, probably.
At least. Yeah. Definitely. I've been advertising your show and my show for a while now.
Yeah.
I'd count that.
Yeah.
You know, there were some call-ins and some other things that you did along
with
that.
We can talk more about that.
Yeah, why don't you get everybody started here? We're
give people some time to come on, to log on.
Yeah.
You can start sharing as well. I know you're on your other account, but you start, spreading the word, letting everyone know that.
Because I'm in Facebook jail.
Yeah.
I was a naughty boy.
Yeah, it was bad.
Shame. Shame.
It is Wellness Wednesdays. One of my favorite days of the week. I appreciate every day of the week though.
Wellness Wednesday.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. I'm sorry if I'm taking over your podcast here, but what would you say Wellness Wednesday means to you?
It means a number of things. Your mental health, your physical, emotional, spiritual health. Definitely, like I said, taking care of your body. That's the main thing with me. Mm-hmm. It's just an overall holistic approach to living, to living a healthy lifestyle.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do you think that there is any significance to Wellness Wednesday being in the center of a work week? Would you say that perhaps that, maybe there's I guess maybe a symbolic, there's something symbolic about the center of your week?
No, I'm not that deep.
I mean, listen. I was just trying.
It's just for me.
Who's to say?
It sounds good.
I think it sounded pretty dang good.
It just sounds good. I'm sure for some people, it probably has some type of significance. For me, it doesn't.
It's not that service.
Right. Yes. Peace, folks. Yes. How are you? We are doing well. So I guess we can start the show. People are coming on. People are watching right now.
Excellent.
So my name is Qadriyyah Marie. I am the host of On the Queue with Qadriyyah Marie. I am here with my guest, Mr. Chris Taliaferro.
Hi, everybody.
So this is his first time on my show here. The first time on the Queue with Qadriyyah Marie.
Yep.
And it's the last show of 2020 for me. So the next show will be 2021.
Yes.
So time definitely flies. So
it's been quite the year.
Yeah, especially the whole year. I was going to say the last part of the year, but the whole year has been wild.
Wild is an understatement.
And we're definitely waiting, to see what what the new year is going to bring.
Hopefully, much better things.
Yeah.
Not to say that all of 2020 was bad. Let's be fair.
Yeah, it wasn't.
There were good aspects of 2020.
Well, if we want to talk about the good aspects, the fact of I don't know if you want to go into details of us per se, but if
my life's an open book.
Yeah, so am I. But I just want to say, obviously we were saying so many bad things has happened this year. The fact that you and I were able to somehow get together in the midst of a pandemic, and
we don't get to go out of the house. We don't get to leave the house.
Surviving.
We don't get to go anywhere.
We're literally in the house now, as you guys see.
I've never been to a movie theater with her ever.
No,
it's weird.
Yeah, we've watched plenty of movies, but not
we've never been to a physical movie theater. Think about that. It's wild.
That's crazy. And you and I are both movie lovers.
I'm a big movie. All I want to do is go to a movie theater. That's all I want to do.
Yeah,
we got to get a drive-through thing going or something. I don't know. We got to figure that out.
Maybe need to start a drive-through because people miss that. You have AMC's and stuff closing up. You just told us the other day, or my friend said that Maplewood Theater closed up.
We were talking about that at our outing the other day, happy hour, Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, which none of us had tacos, but
no, there were no tacos to be had. But the food looked good.
It was good.
But no, we were discussing the movie theater in Maplewood.
Yeah.
Maplewood movie theater has already been closed. But in addition to that, Bowtie Cinemas in South Orange Village at the SoCal.
Right. Yeah.
They're either already closed or I believe closing by the end of the year. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It's end of the year now.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
That really sucks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your girl is on. Hey Jenna.
Jenna Van Horn, shout out. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, no.
You're not on the other side now.
Shout out to Jenna Van Horn, good friend of mine, former Senate candidate in the great state of North Dakota. We did an interview on my show. She is also a Black farmer.
Yes.
Man, listen, if you guys want to hear some good stuff, check out my interview with Jenna Van Horn on my show. Oh no, go ahead. No, read it. No, host away. I'm sorry. I'm just
saying, why don't you guys get a projection screen? Skip the sticky mess of a movie theater. Yeah.
Well, I mean, sticky mess. Sometimes there's sticky. Never mind. I was going to say sometimes there can be sticky messes.
Yeah.
And forget it. That's not a bad idea. The projector is it's a possibility. Yeah, no, that could work. Maybe we get a projector.
Yeah.
We charge people to
you were just saying about drive-through.
Yeah. We'll drive in. Drive-through is like Taco Bell.
drive in. You're right. Well, I'm always eating, so I'm always thinking about
always eating too.
About drive-throughs.
I literally had a McDonald's hamburger for breakfast, and that's true.
You definitely did. So do you want to tell the viewers a little bit background about yourself?
Sure.
You will, brother.
Sure. A little bit of background about me. I was born in the year 1663.
Yeah, we know you're old.
Yes,
hey MJ. She said, "Hey Quad."
Shout out to MJ Wax. I am a member of an immortal race of vampires who systematically have been infiltrating the entire United States as well as the world in an effort to completely control every aspect of society. We're fairly successful, and I can even walk around during the day without my vampire skin burning.
I haven't seen any skin burning off lately.
Well, that's the great thing about being a Black vampire. See, the whole whole sun thing, that's like a Caucasian vampire problem. It's really not. It's something that's not really talked about a lot.
No, it's
people don't really.
It's my first time here.
Yeah, no, it's true. The melanin it gives us a certain a certain level of protection. And it makes us more effective vampires. So
what else do you guys have that's different from the typical vampires?
Well,
that we're aware of,
Well, let's just say,
besides the skin,
we
up in the day.
Our jump shots are better.
I haven't seen that.
I didn't say my jump shot specifically. I don't have a jump shot. I'm just saying Black vampires in general have a better jump shot than their Caucasian counterparts.
Yeah. Don't believe that though.
No. So in all seriousness, I won't. I'm not going to bore everybody with my my complete.
Yeah, we just want to let everyone know. We know you're a fabulous comedian on the rise.
So one thing that I always love to talk to people about is I have a wonderful 13-year-old son. Fatherhood is probably my greatest and most proud accomplishment in life. So I spend a lot of time with my son outside of my comedy and creative endeavors. As you know, my time with Christian takes up a lot of my time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I do in my spare time. Just in terms of my background, I'm from Jersey. I was raised in Newark. No, Brick City all day, 973. And before that, we were 201, before they split all the area codes.
I remember that.
I remember.
I remember that.
I remember back in the 201 days. Yeah. Always had not only an interest, but always pursued endeavors of entertainment and theater. I was a big time theater kid. I was in all the plays in grade school, going all the way through high school. I was on the speech and debate team, and
I know that.
Yeah, no,
I know you were winning those.
Yeah, no, I was a nationally ranked public speaker, and we went to the tournament in Rochester, New York.
Oh, that's big.
I've spoken at Harvard for various debate tournaments.
You got more comments coming in.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. No.
Sure, boy.
Yeah. So again,
yeah, we will.
I continued the same through through college, and the creative fires have always burned within me, and it's something that will never really go away.
It won't.
I had another podcast a few years ago with my partner Nick. It was called The Mediocre Parent Show, and that was actually fairly successful. We were able to do some great things with that show. We did it for a number of years. Unfortunately, his personal familial obligations and responsibilities precluded him from continuing with the show, and we just kind of took a hiatus, which turned into we just decided not to do the show anymore. Yeah.
It's hard when you're working, when you're on a team with others too. Things happen.
Absolutely.
Shout out TK, mine's up.
It's
my big sister is on.
Whenever you have a partnership, it's so important that everybody's on the same page, that everybody has the same goals in mind, that everyone has the same vision, or at least visions that complement each other, even if they're not exactly the same. I know you're starting up Whatever You Say.
We're launching actually on January 1st.
Right.
So look out for that. Whatever You Say podcast. So we're gonna have our first episode. That's gonna be bi-weekly as well, just the same as my podcast. So.
But the reason I bring it up is I'm sure that the four of you have comparable goals, comparable aspirations in terms of what you're looking to do. And again, that being able to synchronize in that way. Being able to synchronize in that way is just so important. So important. It's going to be very important to your success.
No, it's definitely, and it's definitely been to our advantage. The fact that we do share a lot of the same interests and goals and hobbies. And there's a lot of things that we plan to continue doing together outside of even the podcast. For us, it's just a starting point. The same as with my podcast here, it's important to have that foundational platform first, because we all have different things we want to do, but you can't do all of them. You can't do 10 different things at once.
When you build a house, when you build a house, you start with the foundation.
Right.
You start with a solid foundation that you everything else will rise from that.
Yes. That's with anything in life, even relationships. You have to start with that first day in the park.
I'll also say, you said it's that way with anything.
Yeah.
Going back to the central focus of this podcast, health and wellness.
Right.
I think we can talk a little bit about something that I did want to discuss, which is what I've been doing this entire time.
Right now, drinking the water. I have mine next to me too.
This is my water, and
y'all, he has. Where's your other bottles? I know you usually have 3. I know you're over my house.
Yeah, so I only have this one here. Yeah. I usually have 3 cold waters, usually maybe a warm water.
Yes, 3 different temperatures.
I'll usually have about a gallon of, literally almost a gallon of water just sitting next to my bed at any given moment.
Hey,
but I wanted
to Barry. I always shout out my guests, viewers who come on with their comments, and
I'm familiar with the show.
Okay. I just think it's important for me to acknowledge my viewers and their comments.
Okay.
I definitely appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Shout out to Will, your boy. He's on.
Will Mac.
Yeah, he's
Hola,
on.
¿Cómo está?
Giving us support, watching.
Greetings and salutations.
Yes. We want to start.
We were talking about foundations, and a solid foundation. Being able to build upon something. Again, the show being about health and wellness, I wanted to discuss something that has been a foundation for me, which is my journey from completely giving up soda, juice, and going to nothing but water. Pardon me. Take another sip of this wonderful H2O. It's gonna be 2021 now. I started this in 2016. At the time, my entire life, my weight tended to fluctuate. So I would, I'd get, really up there in weight, and then I'd kind of feel a little sluggish, do some working out, trim down, and then never really able to keep it consistent. Never able to keep a consistent level of weight. So I had gotten up to about 240, 245 pounds, which, for my frame is just, too big for me. I was feeling sluggish going up the steps, things like that. And there was this one day I had bought an entire jug of Arizona sweet tea. And I was drinking this sweet tea and I just felt gross. And I loved sweet tea. I absolutely love sweet tea, but for whatever reason, just that day specifically, I was like, this is disgusting. I can't do this. So I said, all right, nothing but water from now on. Now, the first year, I went from 240 to 170. Right?
Wow, that's a big jump.
I posted a picture on my Instagram. I think you've seen it. There's this picture of me at the beach, and I'm clearly 240 pounds, and then there's a big difference. And the great thing for me was keeping consistent, right? And having the foundation of knowing, okay, when I go to the supermarket, when I go shopping, maybe I will eat maybe a little too much fried food. Maybe I will have something that's sweet that maybe I shouldn't have. But I have the healthy foundation of knowing I'm not going to be drinking a 2-liter bottle of Sprite. And
all you do is eliminate just that one thing. Not even eliminate, just exchange. You're still drinking, but you're just drinking something more healthy for you.
And again,
it's just that one change.
And I think in addition to it being a personal foundation for myself, which is allowed me to keep consistent, because that's the key. Keeping consistent, because
consistency is tough.
Over that 4 year, I weighed myself today. I weigh 175 pounds. So I'm usually between 170 and 175. That's just where I am, depending on if I have a big meal or not, or anything like that. Right. Yeah. But in addition to having that foundation, being able to keep consistent with it, over a number of years, it also reminded me that you don't have to do everything all at once, right? A lot of times, someone, if they're on a weight loss journey or just a personal health journey, they may get frustrated with results. They'll go for a run, and they look down at the scale, and the scale isn't the number that makes them happy, right? It's just,
and they always advise, nutritionists not to look at just the scale, because the numbers can throw you off. As you were saying, your weight can fluctuate.
Absolutely.
For a number of reasons, but you're focused just on that particular number.
But I just think that kind of the point that I want to make is that if someone runs, right, like let's say just like water is my thing, running is theirs. Maybe they don't see the results they want right away. Right. Maybe it's they have good days and they have bad days. They have ups, they have downs. But if they just keep consistent, say, you know what, I'm going to keep my schedule of running. Maybe I have a pint of ice cream and I'm not supposed to have it. Maybe I go out to, have happy hour drinks with my friends and I take a shot of tequila and I shouldn't do that, but I'm going to run. And, I'm going
to get back to it.
Because the thing is, if you keep one consistent thing, it's a lot easier to get consistent in other areas, I mean, this, you've been where I'm talking about, when weather permitting, my son and I, we go hiking, that trail over Strawberry Lake Park.
Over there.
We just go out and we hike. We go for walks. We go for long walks, and there's a lot of times where, he'll say, hey, can we go to the store? And sure. And he'll be like, can we walk? And I'm like, definitely.
Christian definitely looks like he's into, like his fitness, even though he's young.
Well, listen, you've seen our fridge, and you know what happens. You know what happens when I buy soda for guests. It sits there for sits there for months. It's right there. If he wanted Pepsi, he could have it, but he's right there with me.
I don't really want Pepsi. Oh, we have a comment from Alicia Marie. Shout out to all the Maries in the house. She says, "I love how he look at you." Thank you, my dear.
She's cute. I think she's cute.
Well, thank you. And I was cute before I started this water regimen. So now I'm gonna be even cuter now that my body is getting cleansed out more. I'm really glad you have a water cooler in your house. Yeah, that's amazing. Definitely. Shout out to my mom. That's really good. For getting me a water I told you I had one growing up, right? Yeah. That was one thing that I'll tell you. That was one thing that made switching over easy for me. We're gonna get a lot of these. Yeah. Y'all are too cute. Thank you, Tamika. I missed you last night, by the way. This is Kyle's sister. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know if she's supposed to come, but I'm just saying I missed her. I would have liked to have seen her, but we got 2021 coming up, so we're gonna definitely plan as much as we could. Hopefully. With our friends. This COVID thing gets under control. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping. Yeah. I'm hoping because I was getting bored. It's getting boring. It's getting boring now, and it's the holidays, and and our birthdays are coming up. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Tamika. Our birthdays are coming up, and like so, we're used to going out and doing stuff, and not that I'm really trying to, as the kids say. Yeah, I don't really want to turn up. They still say it, but it's like actually, I believe I've heard some of the kids say, "Turn down for what?" Yeah. An inversion of the entire turn up paradigm. Instead of turning up, you're turning down. Or perhaps they're saying turn down for what? Yeah. Meaning we should turn up. Is that what they're saying? We should ask Christian that. Who would know? He taught us no cap, right? So Christian did teach us no cap. Yes, no cap. Did I use that in context? I don't know. No cap. No cap. See, we're able to keep up with the young folks. My son keeps me young. We really do. My son keeps me young. He keeps me young. Yeah. I wouldn't know about no cap. I don't really care for what's that rainbow colored rapper Teriyaki 98.7. Teriyaki chicken. Teriyaki chicken. Yeah. No. What's his Negro name? First of all, he's not a Negro. Let's just start right there. He can think it all he wants. That's like that Mariah Carey cartoon we were watching the other day. Mariah, yeah, we're not. Wait a second, no. Yes, we are. We're going to talk about this. No, so hold on. So we're not going to talk about. So on Christmas, we're like, here go James. Oh, James is my guy. Cat, baby. Yeah. I love James. James is my dude. So on Christmas, Qadriyyah loves Mariah Carey. Loves Mariah Carey. So on Christmas, we're sitting there. It's me, my mom, my sister, my son. It's a small group, but we're just all hanging out, and we're looking for some Christmas stuff to watch. So we find All I Want for Christmas Is You, and it's a cartoon about Mariah Carey as a small child. And do you want to tell them what the problem was with Mariah Carey's appearance in this? You guys saw the problem. I mean, I was just enjoying the cartoon. I've never seen it before. Well, it's just that Mariah Carey portrayed herself as a blonde white woman or white child, white girl that had no black features whatsoever. Yeah. And her mom was just a white person. Her dad if her dad was supposed to be the black one. He was supposed to be, but I don't know. I mean, I call shenanigans on that one. He was like 8 shades lighter than El DeBarge. Like he was, Rhythm of the Night, El DeBarge. To the beat of the rhythm of the night. Until the morning light. Forget about the worries on your mind. You can leave them all behind. They were like the kings of light skin back in the day. They were like the whole family. They were like the royal family of being light skinned and fly. Like that's what they were.
They were the first family. Then the Jacksons were like the brown skin family. We needed a dark skin family to like even it out. You know what I mean? I don't know. Who could have been the dark skin family?
I don't know.
We need a dark skin R&B family.
We gotta think of one.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of one. The Isleys? Are the Isleys dark enough?
I don't know. They're like alone, in between it.
That's what I'm saying.
Like light brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love chocolate. You gotta think of dark chocolate.
Can I tell a story about Ron Isley?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I hear some contagious coming on, but
that's exactly where this is going. That's exactly where this is going. Wait, did I tell you the story before?
No, you never told me. This is the first time. Everyone's gonna hear this story for the first time, including me.
This is a true story. So, I was younger. My family, my grandmother's brother, my great uncle Lucius passed away. He lived in Detroit. So, family, a bunch of us took a road trip to go to Detroit. So we took rented 4 or 5 cars. It was like a bunch of us. So we were all kind of well, not all of us, because I couldn't drive yet. But everyone's kind of taking turns driving and stuff, right? Well, I had my permit. Actually, my dad let me drive a little bit. So anyway, we're all driving up, but Contagious, this was around the time that song had it was on the radio all the time.
Yeah, they played it.
So my cousins and I. That's fine. So okay. Do you remember the part?
I'm sorry. I have to read it.
You gotta read them out. All right. I'll put a pause on my story. I'll take.
You said Luscious is such a dope name. That's a pimp name. This is your What's up, Dave? Dave, he met last night. Shout out, Dave.
Shout out. Yes. Salute. So all right. So
no cap.
So all right, so Contagious, the song is big. It's on the radio in the car the whole time we're driving down, right? So I'm sure you're familiar with the part of the song where Ron Isley goes, "Shut up, can't you see 2 men I'm talking?" Right, right. So my cousins and I, we got into this inside joke where anytime someone was trying to say something, in the middle of their sentence to annoy them, you cut them off. So go ahead, try and say something to me. So try and ask me a question. Shut up! Can't you see 2 men I'm talking? Right. So the whole trip. My cousin Lionel's getting me with it. I'm getting him with it. Right. So we go out. We get to Detroit. We're all hanging out. And we go to this Cajun restaurant. We're all eating. My cousin Lionel taps me on the shoulder, right?
Yeah.
I look at him. He points over there, right? I turn around. Ron Isley is sitting there.
Wow.
Ron Isley is just sitting there.
Yeah.
I turn around to my cousin, and before I can say anything, do you know what he did to me? Shut up! Can't you see 2 men are talking? And I lost. I was like, how do you come back from that? Yeah. He literally pointed to Ron Isley eating gumbo.
She's sitting there.
He was in the restaurant. It was amazing.
You guys brought him there. You know
we spoke him into existence. We spoke him the hell into an existence.
Seeing him the whole fucking trip. Not knowing you were literally being led to him. Wow.
Yeah. Go figure. We had no idea. It's wild.
It had to be a cool experience.
It was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
When at some point my cousin Lionel, he lives in Virginia with his wife now. At some point, if you meet him, that's the first story I'm gonna have him tell you.
I want to hear. I want to hear that.
He'll hear his side of the story.
So as you guys see, who's coming on right now, we're talking. We're just randomly now just talking about different stories. Yeah. Well, this is what we do. We'll start talking about one thing, and then we'll go into something else. And then 3 stories later, we're like, what did we start talking about to begin with?
No idea. I've been trying to keep it on track. I kept it pretty good with the foundation, the water. I was
the water, right? We didn't start with the water foundation, right? And then we ended up with Ron Isley and the rest of it.
Eating gumbo.
Yeah. That gumbo sounds pretty nice.
The restaurant's good.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Well, I can imagine in Detroit, I would think they would have You know what I'm saying? Like some good restaurants.
Pretty good restaurants.
Yeah.
No, they did. It was a good time. It was a good time. I mean, we were there for a funeral, but you make the best of it.
You have to make the best of it. I was about to mention something about pie, but I'll just.
What about pie? The shape of pie?
Well, we'll leave that for a.
I didn't say.
We'll leave that. I'm thinking about food, so we'll leave that for.
There's nothing wrong with triangles. That's all I'm going to say. I think triangles. I think triangles are great.
Shape.
Triangles are great. Right? Absolutely. I love trying. And let me tell you something. If I see a triangular slice of pie, I'm like going to. Like this, like if I see like that. If I see that triangular pie shape, I'm gonna just like I'm gonna taste it. I want to taste it to see. So
I can see you. I'll lick that up.
I'll lick it a little bit, and if it's good,
that's accurate, guys.
And then I'll and then I'll wash it down with some H2O.
Yeah, I gotta start drinking my water and stuff more. James says he prefers square pieces. Yeah, I've been getting a little better.
Square pieces? That's because he's a square, because he's a white guy.
Yeah, so you think the white guys can't eat triangles.
No,
or they just choose not to.
James is so corny. No, he's not.
Yeah.
James is a good guy.
Yeah, James.
Shout out to Charlotte, his beautiful baby girl Charlotte.
Oh my goodness. So do you want to start telling the viewers about your podcast? I know you just started this for a couple months now. Things you don't see every day.
Qadriyyah, I would love to tell everyone about my podcast. Would you afford me that opportunity? Yes. Wonderful.
The platform. I want you to share.
No, that's great. That's great. No, and I do appreciate the platform. I do. Okay, so
he loves this idea.
I have a podcast. It is called Things You Don't See Every Day with Chris Taliaferro. I'm the host. I'm Chris Taliaferro. That's why my name's in it. The concept of the show is basically to put a spotlight on people, places, and most importantly, things that you don't see, that aren't common. So maybe you've seen one, maybe you have, heard, that maybe there's this, but I focus and I highlight those things that you really don't see. Yeah. For example, in the comments, we had Jenna Van Horn. Yeah. That was an episode that we did on Black women farmers and Black Senate candidates. She was both. So I was able to get a very, very, very unique perspective. My gosh, honestly, that might be one of my favorite episodes. It's top two. It's got to be. Yeah. I did an episode on the world's tallest water sphere,
right? I remember
which is actually in beautiful Union, New Jersey. I'm sure a lot of your viewers are familiar with Union, and you've driven on the turnpike. I mean, the Parkway, and seen that big blue thing. It's the tallest one in the world. I looked it up for the show.
So I heard your episode. There was a lot of things I didn't know.
I was skeptical because it always said, on the bottom it says world's tallest water sphere. I'm like, it doesn't look that big. I'm sure there's a bigger one somewhere. Nope, it is the tallest one in the world.
So you guys are on the Parkway, you're looking up.
You're seeing something you can't see anywhere else in the world. Now there's water spheroids, and there are other water spheroids. This is something I learned in the research for the episode. There's water spheroids and water spheres, and there's an important distinction. However, it is still taller than the tallest spheroid, so it's the tallest anyway. Yeah.
This is what it means by things you don't see every day.
Yeah. Did an episode on quicksand.
Yeah, that was when you're earlier.
Yeah, that was I think maybe episode 2.
Yeah, it was your early episode.
Quicksand.
That was bugged out.
Well, quicksand is one of those things. God bless you.
Thank you. Allergies, y'all.
It's not COVID.
No.
I hope. Quicksand is one of those things that when you're a kid, you think you're going to see it all the time. I've never seen quicksand. Or have I?
Have you?
You have to listen to the episode to find out.
Yes, James said big crowds. Yeah, we were kind of just talking about that with WrestleMania.
The appropriate. First of all, James, thank you for mentioning that episode because That was that's another one I really liked. But the title was not big crowds; it was large crowds. We can't give you full credit, James. I'm sorry. You got no. I'm not going to do it. No. I did an episode on large crowds because in the era of COVID and this pandemic, large crowds are something you don't see every day. When was the last time you saw one?
Well, in person, it's been a while.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
COVID shouldn't have left you without no large crowds to step to. Step to. COVID shouldn't. It shouldn't have left us without a dope beat. I don't know. It kind of fell apart. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's okay. So that's the premise of the show. I do shows with guests as well as solo episodes. I do full-length episodes. My full-length episodes tend to be around like 20 to 25 minutes, maybe 30. I like to give people something to maybe just a little food for thought as they are on their ride home from work, or they just have a minute. Want to give them something.
Yeah, something nice, something funny to listen to, something interesting.
But some of my interviews, some of my interviews have run a bit long, and I do like to afford my guests the opportunity to, just kind of get their ideas and thoughts out. So I don't really like to cut people off sometimes. So some of them have gotten long. I think my longest might have been like an hour and maybe like an hour and 40 minutes or something like that.
With the entrepreneurs.
That one's long too. But then I know my was it the bodybuilder episode? That one was pretty long.
Yeah.
That was a pretty powerlifting. I'm sorry.
Okay. See, now you're getting
I'm making the same mistake James did. No, see, he's rubbing off on me.
James wrote another comment too. He said my favorite was the father-son podcast episode.
Oh yes, yeah. I interviewed my son Christian, and he was a good sport. He was He
was funny. That he has that sarcasm touch. where it's like he's being funny, but the way he says it is kind of like, is he serious or what? So
right. Yeah, no, he's Can I fill up my water? I'm actually going to fill up my water.
Yeah, take advantage of
the water.
If you can get up.
I know, right? I almost broke.
You guys saw it, right? He just almost broke his butt on live. He's getting some water from my water cooler. Like I said, my mom bought. Definitely an advantage to have instead of purchasing multiple, water bottles and things. It's nice just to have the cooler right there.
Absolutely, and God bless you. And the that exact concept is why I recommend everyone get themselves a stainless steel water bottle. It keeps your water nice and cold, and it makes it a lot easier to kind of stick to a regimen. This one actually I just got not that long ago. I didn't even take the label off. It's
just got that.
Yep. It's 32 ounces, and I just finished the 32 ounces while we were doing the show. So
that fast.
Yes, that's why I had to refill it. So I'm probably gonna have to pee.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I was like timing it like 15-minute intervals. You're gonna have to go tinkle.
No, but it's good. It flushes the system. It
really is important. People don't realize there's many. I probably could name 10 different reasons why you should drink water and the benefits that comes from hydrating, man or woman, young or old. It's important for us. Yeah. Shout out to Chloe, who's hiding somewhere. And Chloe, I've actually watched her. Now you speak of her, I've seen her sip and drink her water, and when she starts drinking, she'll keep going because she's dehydrated or whatever. So it's important, like even for your pets, to make sure that they stay hydrated the same as us.
My leopard gecko shrimp toast has 2 water bowls.
Oh, okay.
That's how serious we are about hydration in my household. Yes.
Yes. Guys, I hope you guys are paying attention to that, because I know you really wanted to share, as you did earlier, as part of your weight loss journey. Just changing that one thing made a big difference.
No, again, just for anyone that was that may have missed me saying it earlier, me switching over from water, from soda and juice and things to nothing but water, The first year I started that journey, I went from 240 pounds to 170 pounds. And since then, I haven't been bigger than 175 pounds. So it's been the type of thing where I've struggled with going up and down in weight my entire life. And this one thing, it worked for me. It worked for me. And I'm not necessarily saying that my one thing is the one thing for you, for James, for who do you say, Luscious, for for MJ Wax, for David, for I'm just shout out everybody. No, but
shout out everybody that's on tonight. That's came on that's shared our post about the show tonight too. So we have a lot of supporters.
No, thank you, everyone. No, but whatever your one thing it is, it doesn't matter. Your one thing doesn't have to be the same thing as her one thing, my one thing. Just as long as your one thing works for you. Is your one thing working? Is the one thing that you're doing actually working for you? Ask yourself that question, and ask yourself that question when it's just you by yourself, and be honest with yourself. Is this working for me? You know, if you're eating that McRib, shout out to the McRib. I love McRib. I'm not even gonna lie. They're gross. They're not good for it, but I don't care. I don't care if it's bad. I just want.
Well, you look like you're feeding now.
I want a McRib. I might get one.
And we were just in McDonald's, right? Last night. You didn't get one, right?
I need to cut the McDonald's. Anyway, no, it doesn't matter. I was just gonna say, listen. Be honest with yourself. Is your one thing working for you? Is that McRib every day working for you? Is that 2-liter bottle of soda working for you? If it's not working for you, see if you do something about it. Well, I mean, remember what we were talking about the other day, where they were saying, a 2-liter bottle of soda is equivalent to a rotisserie chicken.
That was crazy as hell.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Weight Watchers. MJ said Weight Watchers is working for her.
That's beautiful. Yeah. I saw they just rebranded to WW, and I think they're doing some exciting things in terms of how they've changed the plans and things like that. So
I think MJ,
that's awesome. Seriously.
They had to break people in, and she's doing it, so obviously it's working.
Yeah.
She says keeping track of what I eat helps. That's the biggest thing, because you can exercise all you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is important, but if you're still eating the same way, it's almost like you're defeating the purpose of you going and exercising every day.
I saw a great meme the other day, and it was basically a refrigerator that was opened, and on the inside of the refrigerator, there was a note that read, "You don't need to eat right now. You're just bored." And I think that there are definitely people who, hey, if they're sitting and watching a movie, if they're just kind of, scrolling on their phone, they're going to snack, and they're going to, want to just have something to munch on. And they might not necessarily even be hungry. But, it might,
munching,
yeah, I mean, it goes back to, like Psych 101, you talk about like the oral fixation.
Yeah.
A lot of us sometimes just need to have something to, something to munch on or something. But hey, guess what? You know what I have?
Yeah. It's like if
I have my little sip, and it kind of it'll fill my belly a little bit.
And water fills you up, so you're not as hungry.
You've seen me. I mean, especially lately, I've been eating like a bird. How long did it take me to finish my not even that, my plate from Christmas that I kept putting foil over and coming back to it
3 times for the same plate. And what's funny, is that he was saying that you were hungry. You know, like you filled your plate up because you say you were hungry. So I'm thinking like you're going to go through and eat
and go ham.
Eat the whole thing within minutes. And no,
because I have 2 gallons of water next to me too.
So that shows you that's proof right there that water does help you. As far as your decreasing your appetite. Because you wasn't eating as much. 100%. You were drinking water instead.
Because I'll tell you right now, for a long time, I was a major league snacker. I mean, there would usually be Snicker bars in my house, like full size Snicker. Like I'd go and get a thing of Snicker bars so I could like come to especially when I started living on my own, like as an adult. I'm like, I'm just gonna have a drawer full of Snicker bars because I can. I'm an adult. I don't care. Get my Snicker bars. So I would just do shit like that, but it wasn't. It's not good, man. It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not good.
Not no Snickers. Not no every day.
No. So
I mean, even if you're eating in moderation, you still shouldn't be eating a Snickers. I don't think every day.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying, or cake every day.
You'll and again, you've observed this in person. You know, you'll see me maybe munch on some chips or something every now and then, but I'm not a big. I'll have a meal.
Yeah.
I'll have a meal, and then you know, snacking.
That snacking is what gets to you more, because you can eat healthy, but then you're eating all these random ass snacks, and not thinking it's doing much because it's just a snack. But I've seen people go through whole boxes of Oreos. Yeah. You know, like you said, just to have something in their mouth.
Right.
They're not even hungry anymore. It's just like they're just eating it just to eat it. And then they look surprised. Well, where did all of go?
Yeah, what happened?
I'm like, oh, it was in your stomach.
Pretty much. There you go.
Yeah, you really have, and this is why it's important when you go food shopping to watch what you bring in your house.
Absolutely.
Because if it's not in your house, you're not going to eat it.
You're not going to eat it. I don't, listen, I don't, there's certain things I just don't bring in my home. And it's even with, I was saying before how soda just sits in my fridge for
me. It does.
I've had the same problem. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of the cookies and sweets that we have for Christmas, because
I'm sure it's still there, right?
Well, I finished one pie. I've still got the other. I still got the other pie, which.
Hey, Candy, we were supposed to see her last night.
Oh, okay.
I get to see her, my friend.
Hi, Candy. How you
Shout out, girl.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you talking about your pie.
Oh, yeah. So, but there's still the cookies. There's still. Yeah. You brought something else. What did you bring?
Well, what did I had? The macaroni salad.
No, another dessert. Sweet thing though.
Oh, and I had muffins, right?
The muffins are still there.
Yeah.
I still have all of those.
I think I ate one of those.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, you had quite a bit of dessert for Christmas, and it's hard to eat one.
Yeah.
Multiple, sweet potato pies, and it was a lot. And it was only a few of us, so it's harder when you have a lot of people to go through food fast.
I feel like I have 46 pounds of that ham left because.
Well, you had this guy had the biggest ham.
I've been hacking it, and then you didn't help. You were like,
wait, we're about to sign off.
Wait, hold on.
We gotta figure this out.
You left. And then you went and got food. I said I would have fixed you a plate, and you were like, I didn't want that. I was like, now you're gonna help me get rid of this ham.
Nah, that's all.
At least let me slice a little bit off. I was ready to fix you a plate. I was gonna fix you a plate.
You got more. I have a little something when I come over again. Tomorrow I'll have a little extra to help you. Help get that off the plate.
No, I might actually make something else too because I can't eat any more ham.
The ham.
It's good. Don't get me wrong. It was delicious. It was delicious.
It had flavor. Yeah.
I've just been eating. Since you left, I've just been eating ham every single day, and it's a lot. And there's still watch how much you'll see how much is left. There's a lot of that ham left. Yeah. We were the only ones I think eating it, right? My mom had a little bit, and my sister.
Yeah, but not that much. Just one slice.
My sister didn't really eat a lot for some reason. Usually, my sister can go to town.
Yeah.
Even though she's so skinny.
It was just during the holidays I eat what I want and do have some desserts handy. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's
listen.
Most people, I think.
Listen. There's gonna be times where, and I said this earlier, in the broadcast where maybe you go out and have a shot of tequila with your friends. Right. Maybe maybe you have a slice of birthday cake or something like that. But so long as it's nothing of everything in moderation. Yeah. It shouldn't go overboard. It shouldn't be something that is just an everyday constant. If you're eating dessert every day, you have to say, well, why am I eating dessert every day?
Every single day.
You know what I mean?
It has to. It's a reason behind it.
Yeah,
Candy, that's what we're talking about now. She said, I love food and sweets around the holidays. Elva, hard to say no. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a guilty pleasure.
I didn't say it was easy. It was easy, but. Oftentimes in life, the things that are worth it take a little elbow grease, determination, and you have to commit to it. That's just how it is.
It's hard. Like, especially the holidays is revolved around food.
Mm-hmm. I do think that in regards to the holidays, the unfortunate circumstances of 2020, I think gave people an opportunity to explore the idea of celebrating some of these holidays in different ways. So, going into 2021, maybe we can kind of use this weird COVID holiday season as a way to kind of break from some of those old habits and start fresh. Like, look at it as turning the page and just saying, okay, you know what?
Yeah, we need a whole new page.
Yeah. So, for sure.
And I believe I don't know how much I believe in having like New Year's resolutions. I feel like that kind of sets people up. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you should start those things ahead of time.
I think I tend to agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I will play devil's advocate, even though I think ultimately I do agree with you.
Yeah.
I have seen some people, and this is purely anecdotal, so just bear with me. This is nothing scientific. But I have definitely seen people who have taken a New Year's resolution and taken it seriously.
Right.
And I think so long as your intent is pure, I think it can work either way. But I do think a lot of times when people set New Year's resolutions or give themselves New Year's resolutions, they're almost putting the cart before the horse. They're and a lot of times they are very like deadline focused, meaning someone will say, I have to lose 100 pounds by summer, or I have to do this by this time. Instead of saying I have to lose 50 pounds, say I'm going to commit to getting healthier, and I'll do one. I'll do one thing. Yeah, I'll do one different thing to see if that will make a change. That's what I'll do.
Right. Start with that one thing.
Right, and commit to it and see what happens. And the thing about it is, if you commit to it, and at the end of the year or something, you look and you say, that didn't really work out for me. Now you learn. You learn something. You learn something about yourself, and you'll be able to know what works for you in the future next time.
And it takes time, to get the results that you want.
Yeah.
A lot of times people want things to just happen right then. And they didn't even put the time and work in. You actually have to put the effort into, especially when it comes to you're losing weight. Everybody's body is different, so one person can tell you one thing, and then you do it, and it doesn't work for you.
Absolutely.
You have to kind of make your own version. Find your own way. And especially myself, I'll listen to other people, their advice and things, that I change it according to myself.
Absolutely.
Because everybody's body is different. You almost have to customize it for yourself, your own like individual lifestyle.
Yeah. That was Chris sending me a message. That's why I was looking down at my phone.
Luciana's on. What's
going on?
What's up? He's like,
I've known that kid a long time. Since first grade. My goodness. My goodness.
She said she tried Noom. Yeah, I've heard of that. I haven't used that before.
What is it? Tried Noom?
Noom.
I've never heard of Noom.
Yeah, I've seen it before. I think it's like for weight loss. I think I might be wrong. I'll let MJ explain to us.
Noom is moon backwards. Is that it? MJ does Noom?
Thank you, Javon.
Does Noom being moon backwards have anything to do with the title?
With the moon?
Yeah, I don't know. What did Javon say? I missed it.
Javon said, I'm watching, love the episode, can't talk because I'm driving. Love y'all.
Then get off the thing and stop talking to us then, man. I don't want you to get into an accident.
No, we don't want that.
I just got his book.
Yeah.
Well, you know that, but it came in the mail. It was great. It's great so far.
Yeah, it's a great story. Oh, MJ said yes, it is. I don't know if she's saying yes to what you were saying
about Moon. No, I think she's responding. Thank you. Thank you. I because I saw a new. I'm like, that seems. It's like, no, it's Moon backwards.
Moon backwards.
Yeah. What's a backwards moon?
Yeah. She said no. LOL.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Or it's like never mind. I was gonna make a joke, but it's not appropriate for your podcast. I'll tell you later. It's gonna.
I don't even want to ask what.
No,
I don't even think I want to know what you're about to say.
Because I'm not even gonna do it.
Oh, she's replied what I said. If it weight loss, she said, is. It is an app for weight loss. I'm gonna look into that too. Not your version, but I'll look into her.
Backwards moon.
A
backwards moon wouldn't like the opposite of the moon be the sun? Well, not really opposite.
not the opposite, really, right?
Not the opposite.
Yeah.
I mean, culturally, the sun and the moon are opposing forces, but they're not the opposite thing at all.
No, they're not. I don't know how that.
Yeah.
The
moon doesn't really have an opposite, I guess. Not everything has an opposite.
Well, no, it doesn't. But people always want to have opposites, and good and bad. Evil versus positive.
What's the opposite?
Always.
What's the opposite of a bad boyfriend? What's the opposite of a bad boyfriend?
What do you mean? You?
No, I'm a bad boyfriend.
Yeah,
So it's me. So you think I'm a good boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate.
So you don't think you are?
I try. I try to do my best. I try to do my best every day in all things.
Eddie Chenna has a comment. He said, "What you said is true, though, Chris. Instead of specific weight, try to change your lifestyle, or say you're going to commit to a healthy lifestyle."
Absolutely, 100%, man. For real.
That's very true. That's where all about living, a healthy lifestyle. It's definitely a lifestyle change, and that's hard.
Yeah, but it can be done.
No one said it's easy.
It can be done. Listen, you have been to my house and you have seen you've seen the water.
I've seen the water.
You've seen the water. You've seen the water filter that I use.
Yeah, that's right. We're straight up water people now. Like both our apartments, you're gonna have water and anything else.
I'm really trying to wean my son off of his somewhat dedication to Poland Spring bottles because
they just be all over the place.
Well, I have a couple. He has a couple of these, and he uses them sometimes, but then other times,
But it's hard because you have cases of them in the house, so
I mean, when
that makes it hard too.
Well, he does prefer bottled water. So I
obviously I do too, and I have that big old gallon water bottle that you saw me with. Yeah. But I'm still drinking out of this one. It's out of habit.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, cuz. My cuz is on.
Hey,
see Renee. She said I'm late, but I'm here supporting a cuz. Y'all are so cute.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mama. I miss seeing my family and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how that is.
Oh, I definitely know. We were talking about how I haven't seen my grandmother in forever. What you have?
They said most things in life worth having is difficult. It's not supposed to be easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you say, your grandma, it's hard not seeing your grandparents.
I told you the last time I saw her in person, she was like 15 feet away. I went to the house, but I'm at the door and she's back there. And listen, my grandmother's older. I'm not going to risk her, risk her health. I as much as I miss my grandmother and I want to be around her,
I know
I can't be around her, and I'm not going to do it. Pardon me, and put her in any type of risk or danger. That's not happening today. Yeah, I got to talk to her on the phone on Christmas.
Yeah,
she gave me a beautiful card. I gave her a card back.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. And it's like that's what we have to be grateful for, that at least we're able to talk on the phone or see each other on video. That we live in a time that we're able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
If this was 20 years ago, it may not have been the same if this pandemic would have happened.
It's definitely important in terms of, our mental health and all of us kind of going stir crazy to reach out to, friends, family, call people. Listen, if you can do a COVID safe meeting or, hang out with somebody, maybe you can do something outdoors, just check on people, man. And I'll also say this. I like to kind of show both sides of things sometimes, just to give everyone greater perspective on certain points. And I think that we should also remember that there are people during this kind of pandemic where things are locked down that are actually thriving because maybe they're introverts. It's giving them time to for themselves, and that's okay too. You know, so I don't want everyone to think, oh, well, we've got to just check on all of our friends because everybody's miserable and everybody's, there are some people who are thriving. So I just kind of wanted to give the balance of that and give a shout to all of those people. Like if you're watching this right now and you're thriving because your job is nothing but Zoom calls now and you prefer that.
Yeah.
You know, no, I mean, really,
some just prefers Zoom.
Some people, listen, there's some people that it's working for them. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful if it does work for you. But
my son's grades got better.
Yeah,
I'm not complaining at all. I don't want him to go. His grades were great. If he doesn't have to go, keep the grades good. Keep them good, son. Now I sound like Joe Clark. Rest in peace, Joe Clark. Keep the grades good, son. Pull up your pants.
MJ says I go to Zoom support group meetings. Yeah, that's what they're good for in that way. Where
hey, I like that. I like that.
Good.
I like that.
Because you may not be able to go out in person for support, and a lot of people are missing that. You know, there are support groups in the hospitals and stuff because of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely important to still keep that flow. Because some people need that actual consistency of attending meetings.
What was the name of the thing? The Noom?
Noom, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna look into that. Oh, my cousin's saying what you said. She says I'm an introvert.
No.
Oh God.
No, I can't.
No, I can't. Yeah, not in the air. Let me read this positive.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm off track.
You're doing something I can't say. She said, I'm an introvert, but this has made me appreciate how important being in relation with others is. I miss my peoples. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good point. MJ said, I too am an introvert. Yeah, a lot of people are.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is fine for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like people like us, like we like to be home, but we also like the option of being able to still go out.
Absolutely.
Like we went out last night. But we're perfectly fine still being home the next day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just having that option.
I'm looking forward to sleeping in.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I can't because I have to. I gotta be awake at like 7 in the morning. Forget it. Never mind. I'm not gonna get to sleep in.
Yeah, you gotta be out because I'll be there early. I cannot believe.
Knocked out. Actually, he'll probably be up.
He'll probably be up.
He probably will be up.
Well, tomorrow's New Year's, so we're all gonna hopefully be up at 12 midnight tomorrow night. Welcome, right?
Welcome
to New Year.
I gotta find a good because I mean, obviously, I'm a cord cutter, so we gotta find a good option to watch the ball drop.
It's just like,
are they gonna stream? They better just stream it on YouTube or Twitch or something. Yeah, I was gonna say they have to.
But it's not.
It's gonna be 2021. Just stream it. Like stream it on Instagram. The ball dropping like
by itself and no people or anything. It's like a fucking ghost town.
Gonna be a one empty ball. Just
I don't even know if I want to see that. I'd rather just let the shit turn 12 o'clock.
And it's gonna be and like it's not gonna be a crowd.
Wait, it's
you know how the whole crowd is like 10, 9. It's gonna be just like one dude. Hey, 10. No.
Yeah.
All right, just drop it. Just drop it. Just drop it. Come on, it's already 12:03. Just drop it.
Yeah.
All right. Happy New Year. Yeah. No, actually, hold on. Wait a second. Instead of everybody, hold on. Wait.
Yeah, I see this. He started up now.
No. I'm gonna show you exactly what it's gonna be like. There's gonna be like 8 people there, and they're all gonna sound like this. 10, 9, 8, masks, can't hear out of the mask. 10, 9. That's what it's gonna be.
That's what it's gonna sound like.
I love this mask. Have I told you I love this mask?
Yeah, it's a nice mask.
It's lovely. Shout out to my friend Naral. She made this for me.
She has some really cool masks that you can't find in stores.
Because she makes them herself.
Custom.
She's uber talented.
Yeah. That's a whole nother talent, being able to make those.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm going to have her teach me.
Yeah.
Teach a man to fish. No, give a man a fish he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish he eats for a lifetime. I want to eat for a lifetime.
Yeah, literally, right?
Well, that's why I'm sipping the water. So
you gotta watch how you eat, because we do have to eat in life. That's very important. We're not advising you not to eat ever.
This isn't a hunger strike.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat after this.
I'm about fasting, but don't just not eat. Period. It's important to still, give your body the right nutrients.
No, I don't. No, whenever I fast, it reminds me of Vin Diesel because when I fast, I get furious.
That's it, y'all. I can't.
Because the Fast and the Furious is a movie franchise starring Vin Diesel.
No.
He's in the film with Tyrese and a whole bunch of other people, and Ludacris is there. Maybe I don't know.
Luscious,
it's a good time. The ghost of Paul Walker.
Your cousin he said, "Turn before you shoot."
Oh, Michael, I love you. I love you, my beautiful, wonderful first cousin. Now, okay, do you know what he's talking about when he says "turn before you shoot"? Okay, so I'll tell you real quick. So, in the '90s, there was a video game, arcade game made by Sega, which at the time seemed like the most futuristic motherfucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Pardon my language. It was this game called Time Traveler, and it wasn't an arcade cabinet like a regular stand-up arcade cabinet.
Right, yeah.
It was a flat surface with a glass dome above it, and it was holograms. Like it was like, just imagine you're looking at the table and it just looks like a little man standing in the table. So like you're playing it as this cowboy, and it's like full video. It's not like a it's not cartoons and stuff. It's like full video of a human being. And the thing about it was you had to have good timing with the shooting. You had to like press the button immediately. And every single time you missed, there was this annoying wizard, and he'd turn and go, "Remember, turn before you shoot." So we've been saying this shit to each other for like 35 years or something. Every time. Time Traveler. I love Time Traveler, and I love and I love that my cousin Michael knows about Time Traveler, so I have someone to talk about Time Traveler with. Yes.
Yeah, you need someone to talk to about that.
Yes.
That type of stuff.
So Michael, always remember, turn before you shoot.
Turn before you shoot. His comment. He said, "I'm crying." Yeah, I'm glad you knew exactly what he was referring to.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
It's nice, when you have like your own little language between, you and your cousin or your friend. So is there anything else you want to share about your show?
Can I just plug where people can find me?
Yeah. I didn't know if you wanted to share anything else.
Nah.
Okay. Sure. You just want them to tune in.
I really would appreciate if everybody could just give me one listen of one episode. That's all I'll ask anybody watching this episode right now.
Right.
Just give me one listen. If you don't like it, I'm not gonna make you listen. It's fine. But I think that in my episodes, I think they're varied enough in terms of topics where there's. I think my topics are varied enough where there's something for everyone.
Right.
So just you can go, if you want to check out the podcast, you can go to anchor.fm /things you don't see podcast. No, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Anchor.fm /things you don't see every day. My apologies. I'll repeat one more time.
Yeah, you got it.
Anchor.fm /things you don't see every day. On social media, we are on Facebook and Instagram. I'm not a big Twitter guy. I never have been. Mike Cheddar's on Twitter.
Yeah, I gotta follow.
Yeah, Mike Cheddar's on Twitter. But just not me and not the show. So on social media, Instagram @Things You Don't See Podcast, Facebook @Things You Don't See Podcast. But you don't usually have to type it in on Facebook like that. You can just type in Things You Don't See Every Day with Chris Taliaferro. It'll come up. Same thing with YouTube. If you type in Things You Don't See Every Day with Chris Taliaferro, we're on YouTube. There's clips, full episodes, etc., etc. It's a beautiful thing.
Some different things for a little bit of something for everyone.
Yeah.
As you guys see, he's very funny, so you'll definitely laugh. And I think that's so important now during this time. We need laughter for our mental health. Yeah.
New episode coming soon.
Yes, tell them about that.
Well, I don't want to. I told you what the topic is, but
But you have a new one.
I have a new episode coming out. The most recent episode was actually an interview with my good friend Joy Stevens from Thoughts and Moments Radio. And it was actually a reverse podcast. So she came on and pretty much took over and took over my podcast and asked me
very fun to listen to.
Yeah, asked me some good questions. So it was interesting. So check that out. But I've got a new episode coming soon. Hopefully, that episode will drop maybe middle of next week, something like that. And we'll see.
If people don't start saying how cute we are, we're gonna have to hashtag that, y'all.
The cute is
it's like Toya girl.
It's like 60. It's like 60-40 your way.
I gotta show this 3 times now. Like
there's
oh my god. No, it really does make us, feel good, right? It makes you feel good to hear those type of comments, or no?
Yeah, no, it feels good.
Okay. I don't know why he's faking now on camera, but that's all right.
I fake nothing.
We'll discuss that after the end of the broadcast.
Nothing. I'm real. That's I don't know if I told you. I said a good insult is that we don't use enough is instead of calling someone a dick,
right?
You call them a dildo.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Because you would be a dick, but you're not real enough.
Damn, you say dildo,
right?
Dildo it is.
Come on. It's good.
That's a damn good insult.
I'm throwing that at somebody.
It's better than that.
Someone's catching that.
Pie.
No, I'm not going to insult anyone. That's my That's my New Year's resolution. I'm not going to insult anybody. So I'll stay out of Facebook jail.
I'm not going to tell you to commit to that because we know that's not gonna happen.
No, for real. I'm tired of going to Facebook jail.
The first day of the year.
I just got out of Facebook jail and then they threw me right back.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I think Facebook is trying to get some people.
They're coming after me.
They're coming after you.
I'm gonna be in Facebook jail on my birthday. Boo.
I know. 38 man.
That's right.
Yeah, that wasn't cool.
You know what? Dead Prez told us a long time ago to turn off the radio. Sometimes you gotta turn off social media.
Yeah, that's definitely part of this mental health. Turning it off. So maybe in a way, it's good that you are technically banned, right?
I've done some cool things in real life that had nothing to do with scrolling my timeline.
Right, sure did it.
I hung out with one of my best friends today. Mm-hmm. I'm doing the podcast with you right now.
Right, we're not.
I met a great new group of people.
Yeah, I'm so glad. Last night we mentioned at the beginning of the show, Taco Tuesday, and we definitely had fun.
Yeah.
Just getting out, and we weren't even out really that long, just a couple hours, right?
Yeah.
3.5 hours or something like that, and it was nice.
The turnpike.
Yeah, it was traffic. I told them, but the point is, you made it. That's the biggest thing that you got there. Everybody got there safe. We all had a good time.
And people got there
relaxed.
It wasn't just me. It wasn't just me.
Yeah, it was my
at least one. Yeah,
right? At least one person. So, but he made it as well. He came after work, so it's like everybody needed it. It was like much needed break, especially going into the new year.
Yeah,
we needed something to, something positive to go into. But I'm definitely looking forward to 2021. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's a lot of good things. My friend Toya likes to talk about that, the great things that we see coming.
Yeah.
Some people are so focused on the negative, and it's like you can't focus on that. It's like it's gonna block you from seeing the good that's coming to you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can I say something? I forgot. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I completely forgot. Okay, so I was saying that you can find my show anchor.fm / things you don't see every day. Mm-hmm. If you go to anchor.fm / things you don't see every day and you search my podcast, not only can you listen to it, but you can leave me a voice message. Anyone that leaves me a voice message, okay, from listening to this, if you go to anchor.fm / things you don't see every day, and you go to the leave a message thing, and you say, hey, I listened to you when you were live on the Q. You will make the show. You want to be on a podcast? You're in. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, shout out. You guys heard that.
That's all you got to do, honey. That's all you got to do,
baby.
Just leave that message. Just hit the little button. It's a little button. Just hit it. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be soft.
Really
it's a soft button. It's a soft button. It's made of leather and lilac. I don't even know how that's possible, but they did it.
But that feels good. It sounds like it feels good all over my body.
Yeah. Make you want to watch the White Mariah Carey cartoon.
Yeah, okay, I gotta keep that keep that on. Yeah, I heard you.
Oh, you tried to ignore it because that's your girl Mariah.
Yeah. Everyone knows you better not talk about my girl Mariah.
So, do you and Mariah go back like babies and pacifiers?
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my home girl. Yeah. I love Mariah. She's got me through a lot.
Yeah.
Good, good and bad and different. So.
I have a mutual friend with Mariah Carey.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah. Definitely. And he really means that, y'all.
I'm not even kidding.
He's not kidding.
That's actually like a serious statement.
Yeah. You're sweating out there. I got
because it's hot in here. Because it's so hot in here. Hold on. Wait a second.
What?
I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't sweat. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I do.
Vampire? Is that?
Well, I am a vampire, but no, I do what a cold beverage does. Now, see, here's the thing, right? Mm-hmm. When you're cool, like a cold glass of water,
right?
If you grab a cold glass of ice water, right?
Yeah.
If you feel the outside of that glass, you're gonna feel that condensation, right?
Like this? Is this cold or no?
Well, no. This is insulated, baby. This is insulated. All right. I'm just talking. I'm talking about a glass, like an actual glass, right?
Right.
You grab a glass of ice water, right?
Right.
And the outside of that glass is gonna have moisture on it. That glass is not sweating. That glass is not hot. Okay. That glass is cool. All right. Now I'm cool.
Okay.
All right. I'm cool. I'm cool. I don't perspire. Okay. Do you know what I do? I condensate.
Okay.
I condensate because I'm so cool. When I walk into a room, I don't perspire. That's not where this moisture comes from. No.
All right.
I condensate. So this is just condensation.
That's what we doing over here.
This is condensation because you know what? Yes. You know what? You might see a little condensation up here. You might see a little condensation up here, but guess what? Yeah. When you drink me down, you're gonna feel real cool.
You want me to drink you down?
When you drink me down, you're gonna feel real cool.
Yeah. We gotta test this out in a few.
Are we? I've got to get on the road.
Yeah. All right.
I got a long drive.
Yeah, it's just gonna leave. All right.
You're welcome to come.
I told you.
Okay.
Hey. You're welcome to stay. But...
You're welcome to come over. Seems like we're at an impasse, and you have to come over anyway.
I'm compensated now, so.
See, there you go.
That's why you're choking next to me.
No. I don't choke. No. I'm too cool for that.
No. I gotta get my water, my sipping too. We gotta both keep up with our water.
Yep. Wow. Yeah, you've got to keep up with the water.
So do you have a final on the Q-tip that you would like to share with the viewers before we sign off?
My final on the Q-tip
or before you leave me, I should say.
No. My final on the Q-tip.
I know, Toya.
My final on the Q-tip would be the same tip that I brought to this show, which is you can make one change in your life. You can make one change in your routine, in your daily schedule, and it can have a wonderful effect. So don't try to, don't try to do everything all in one day. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Change one thing. Change one thing and see if changing that one thing helps and changes you.
And just try it for a week or two. Just to see how it makes you feel. You
know what I would say? I'd say try it a year. Give it some time. Give it time to work. Because that's another thing people do sometimes. Sometimes it's easy to try something for a week. And
but if you can't do it for a week, you know what I'm saying? How can you get to a year? Like I'm one of those people who says try it for a week and then extend it to a month and then from there.
I think if I can play devil's advocate a little bit, sometimes it makes it easier to give up on something by doing that. And what I mean by that is take my example of drinking the water. If I would have gone a week without soda, and then immediately went to the supermarket the next week and bought some Hawaiian punch,
right,
I wouldn't be here doing this. It wasn't easy. There were days where I wanted to get some Hawaiian punch or something.
right.
I did it. I stuck with it. And then at the end of it, I liked what I saw. And I liked how I felt. I liked how I looked. I liked it. And I said, this is for me. So depending on the lifestyle change, a week might be enough time to discern whether or not it's for you.
Right.
I would generally contend that that's a little bit of a short amount of time for any meaningful change that you'd have. So if you want to start running, run for a month.
Right.
You know, unless you have bone spurs or some type of actual physical injury, run for a month.
Right. I see.
And see how you from start to finish how you run and how that goes into how you can integrate that into your schedule, and if you can you
test it out.
You know, so so everybody just try one thing. Just try one thing. Aliquan.
Can you read what he said?
I don't
want you to split it.
I know. Oh my gosh, like it was so bad.
I wish I was where that background is. Who said we it's a background? Yeah.
This is a real life place.
See, Toy, I agree with Toy. This is what I was saying. Like 14 days creates a habit. That's what I'm saying. When you do something the first few weeks, then it becomes a habit.
She said 14 days. You said a week.
No, I said a week or two. Like if you do 14 days or even 21 days, I feel like you have to start off small. Like me, I wouldn't give myself a year. I would see, can I make it 21 days? Can I make it? Can I do a week? Because even a week is hard to go without water for people. Like that, it seems small, but for someone who drinks soda or juice, a week can seem like.
I was that person.
But I hear what you're saying about a year. But I'm talking about the common average person. They have to get through a week. And that's for myself. If I can't do a week, I'm not going to be able to do a year. Like, and that's what she's saying, 14 days. You got to get through those first few weeks first. Once you're able to do something for 14 days, or as they say, 21 days, then it's probably going to be smooth sailing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? After that. But that first initial week is a challenge. That's to plan something for a week. How can you put that pressure on yourself to do it for 6 months or for a year? Like I try to focus on the baby steps first, because I have an issue. I have an issue where I always think grand instead of focusing on the steps that I have to take to get to that final goal. Like you said, people say lose 100 pounds. Well, you have to lose the first pound first. Right. So that's what I'm thinking. Like lose 5, 15, 20, eventually you'll lose the 100 pounds.
Again, the only thing that I was saying is that people just should be wary that if you are not willing to be open to continuing the commitment, it's very easy after a short amount of time just to stop. And that sometimes there will be something that you have to stop because it's not working for you. But again, that's where I was saying, if you remember earlier in the show, I said, ask yourself if it works for you, and ask yourself when you're by yourself, and be honest with yourself. So, and you have to be really deeply honest. So if you start running and after a week it sucks, there are some people that are not going to like that initial feeling of discomfort, and they're going to say, this sucks, I don't want to do this. That second week, okay, it might feel a little better. I can do this. That third week, okay, now it's starting to click. That fourth week, okay, now it's starting to click. But again, I'm not saying that you have to, do everything all at once. That's why I disagreed with the whole, I'm going to lose 100 pounds mentality. That's what we're essentially saying, the same thing. But I'm just trying to let everybody know that there can definitely be significant barriers to going forward with success if, at the first feeling of discomfort, you don't make an effort to push through it.
Well, you have to push through it. But I'm just saying to start off with something that you think you can manage at first. Because if you try to say, if I go right now and say, I'm going to go a year from today, drinking water, it's going to seem like a more difficult task for me. Versus if I set myself and say, I'm going to go 2 weeks or a month.
Well,
you
know what?
Personally,
I'll tell you right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Never.
Everyone's different.
I never had a time. I never said I'm going to drink water for a year. I just said I'm going to drink water, and that didn't mean indefinitely. It didn't mean anything other than this is what I'm going to do. So, you know, it's just if you. How do I say this? You just have to be. You just have to be able to be willing to.
Yep.
So what she said?
No, she said baby steps. She said some exercises are hard. Let me put her back. Are hard, so there are dance videos that are fun. Yeah, I'm a big advocate for dance videos too. Because some people are like myself, I like to dance. For me, that would help me actually lose weight instead of me focusing so much on this, a routine that doesn't have any joy to it. If I have music, if I have Mariah playing in the back, I might actually exercise because I'm doing something fun at the same time.
Right.
The MJ said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. One of my favorite sayings. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think everything's, it's a challenge at first that's good for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because something's good for you in the end, but it's like you said, getting through that initial discomfort first.
Yeah,
that's difficult. Yeah, take care of that.
No, he's fine. He's just...
Yeah, thank you, Toya. Yeah, please send me some. MJ said, I love exercise videos, especially since COVID. Yeah, I think that's been great for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of people at home watching videos and they're losing weight from it. Because you can't go out and it's getting cold now on top of that.
Right.
So you can't really go physically out. So you have to do everything. You can't find ways to exercise in the house.
Yeah. Well,
there are ways to do it. So.
Well, again, I'm fortunate enough to live, near that park and, where it's walking distance and there's a nice trail and everything. But, when it's raining or, it's like if it's wet, that's, again, it's a nature trail. So it's muddy and it's, so, but I mean, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You got me that pull-up bar that I've been utilizing.
Right.
And thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So
I try to keep you healthy too. Because I know you mentioned that you wanted it, and sometimes you have to do for someone that they may not do for themselves.
Yeah.
Not say that you wouldn't ever want one.
Yeah.
But I wanted to help you along, with that. So I'm glad you've been taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna sign off. I just want to let everybody know they can follow me as well. I know you gave your social media.
I did.
So we're gonna add that on the bottom of the videos. You're probably gonna be on there, Mike Cheddar, in case you guys see.
Yeah. Okay. So just in case any of you are watching this and you're wondering why a weird white guy sent you a friend request, or from London, England. That's me. I'm Mike Cheddar. I'm trying to trick the Facebook algorithm so they don't know it's me. I'm in disguise, but yeah, I'm unfortunately banned from Facebook until the end of January.
Yeah.
So shout out to Mike Cheddar.
Mike Cheddar.
Hey everyone, Mike Cheddar here.
Yeah. So you guys can follow me. I'm on Instagram and of course Facebook on the Q Productions and Twitter at Live on the Q, and I'm on YouTube on the Q Productions. So they can pretty much find us both everywhere. I'm still selling my hoodies on teespring.com. You just go to teespring.com /dress on the Q. Get your hoodie. It's gonna be cold for a while, a few more months, right? We're just getting into the cold season. Definitely a popular product to purchase. Chris has his merchandise as well for the podcast.
Teespring.com /things you don't see every day.
Yeah, definitely support us. All of that goes towards our podcast and growing and expanding, which is what
and the meth lab and the meth lab.
That too. Let's not forget that.
I'm building a meth lab with all of our podcast earnings.
Yeah.
A gigantic lab for
literally
methamphetamine production.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good selling point. I think.
I'm joking. I'm not a drug dealer.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, it depends on what you view as a drug, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a drug dealer. Don't make people think I'm a drug dealer. Like Tommy from Martin.
Mm. We all know how that went.
Well, anyway.
Thank you, MJ. Yes, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah, we're definitely. I can't believe it. Still, we're going into New Year.
Somebody let me know where I can watch the ball drop, like online.
Please let us know, because I don't know.
Because I don't have regular television, because I don't watch
either.
it. I don't watch.
We don't have that.
I don't watch. Well, we watch TV. We stream show. Like we were just watching like regular television shows. Right. Yeah, but it's just.
Hey, Liam,
I can't do a cable box and stuff anymore.
Yeah, I stopped with that.
Man, listen.
Liam's watching this.
All right.
Toya said Tommy ain't got no job. Yeah, we still ain't got one. 2020, he still don't have a job.
No, in 2020, he's deceased.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. R.I.P. Thomas Michael Ford.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
And on that note, isn't that like the worst note?
Really
that's terrible. Like, on that note, Tommy from Martin is dead.
Don't do that. Oh my God.
On that note,
damn.
Bring the mood down. Bring it way down.
Yeah. But we're always able to bring things back up again. So we're just feeling really good and blessed. We're excited about the upcoming new year. Yeah. Oh, she said YouTube Live. The ball is going to drop on there.
Dang, she's all over
got that.
So I appreciate you.
So we're going to be good. That's right, my sister.
Yeah, no, it's good shit. She's all over it.
Yeah.
All over it.
So I
knew it had to be something like that. I know. I'm saying there was no way they're just going to be like on ABC. Like it's nobody's watching that. Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Yeah. No more.
No one cares.
Yeah.
Like no one.
Gone.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you guys for coming on, for sharing, for commenting and liking, joining us tonight, right?
Qadriyyah.
Yes.
Thank you for having me on your show. I really appreciate it. I've been waiting to get on your show for a while, and I'm really glad that we finally got to do it. It means a lot to me, and I'm being serious. It really, really means a lot to me to be on your show.
Yeah, it meant a lot for me to have you on, especially the end of the year. Yeah. I wanted you on so we can end on a bang, a special note. Not a bad note, a special note. Okay. But I appreciate that.
All right.
So you're good?
I'm golden. I have to pee.
I forgot you were drinking.
I mean, I'm almost done with this. So that's 64 ounces of water almost.
Yeah, you should run it through now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna sign off so he can go, potty.
You have to say potty.
Well, it is, right?
I'm 37.
You're going to the potty. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm going to the potty. Yeah.
Toya says y'all should shoot often. She said, "Oh, too cute. Get a room."
Don't threaten me.
Well, you do like the room behind us, right? This is a lovely space that we're in.
It's where the magic happens.
Yeah, all the magic is about to happen. All right.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Good night, everybody. Remember to keep sweating yourself to a healthier self.
You almost forgot it. You almost forgot it.
Yes, you're distracting me about getting a room. Both of y'all.
Wait, I didn't say no. I didn't.
No, you're co-signing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're both to blame. But I got it.
Wait. Can we try and do it on 3? And okay, we're gonna. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Okay. Wait. Hold on. I got it. Okay. Look. Look at each other like this. And then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna point at the camera, and then we're gonna say it together at the same time. Ready? Okay. Ready? All right. 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Keep sweating yourself to a healthier self. Boom! We did it.